All right, gang, we're back live again. Hope everybody can hear me. Working on audio and everything still. As you can see, add a couple more things with StreamYard. I got my logo up here, a little banner at the bottom. Still working on all this, still having fun with it. But getting there. Getting there more and more. And figured out how to do slides. Now, bear with me. This is pretty freaking basic. So, bear with me as I do all this stuff. Uh, but quick question on status match. Someone asked me after the last live stream what status match is. Uh, so status match is, let's say you have, just for instance, your gold at MGM. And you go to a casino you've never been to before, or maybe you've been to but didn't gamble a lot at. Ask if they match that status of MGM to their casino. It is very beneficial to them because most people will stay with where they gamble at. They want to make sure that they're staying with their points and their property. Well, status is a huge thing on getting those points and getting those comps. So any casino that matches that status is automatically going to be a huge advantage over casinos that don't. Status matching is not set across the board. Oh, really dark. Let me turn my light on. There we go. Forget the little things. But status match isn't automatic. It's not guaranteed. So you kind of want to ask and make sure. I'm a huge fan of status match wherever I go because I work real hard to get that status. And hey, Gary the Gambler, how you doing? I work really hard to get that status, and so getting that recognized by other properties is a big deal, especially if you're in Vegas with MGM. You already have status. You're trying to move forward. Caesars has a really crappy status match program right now. It is you have to be a new Caesars card holder. So you can never have had a Caesars card before and they will match your status. Well, that's pretty much impossible. No one is actually going to obtain status from any casino, MGM, Bally's, or sorry, not Bally's, MGM, Boyd Properties, the old Tropicana before it became part of Caesars. But no one's going to have a status somewhere and then not have a Caesars card. By that time, pretty much everyone has a Caesars card. So it's a pretty crappy. Sister Yoshi, look at that. How you doing, Sister Yoshi? Uh, I was asking someone about tier matches. We were just talking about tier match uh, and how important it is to ask for tier match when you go to a casino. Because if you can get that tier match, especially if you have a really decent status, and here's a huge tip for you guys. If you have a status at one casino, let's say Hard Rock, you go in there with your Hard Rock status, and Hard Rock expires on a different time scale than, let's say, MGM. You can status match back and forth repeatedly. Hey there, Firefly, how you doing? Welcome. So you can status match back and forth repeatedly. A real key to that is when you are trying to take that status forward. Remember, you have to have status to get status. But an MGM hack is look up Hyatt status match. That's a huge help to a lot of people to keep that gold platinum status around. Mainly gold. I think that's as high as you can go with Hyatt at this point. But over at Hard Rock, you can get your status matched all the way up to Noir, which on their version is X. So if you were to get your gold platinum card matched to Hard Rock, which is their icon level, and then take that to MGM when your status is now gone, they will match you to gold. It's always the lowest point in that range because they only have four levels at Hard Rock, and they have 5 levels at MGM. Michael Robinson's got a question here. What happens when you have a game that has a symbol from another game in the reel, i.e. Wild Red and Wild Blue? What happens when you have a game that has a symbol from another game on their reel? So I think you're talking about like reusing graphics. Is that what you're talking about, Michael? Please clarify because I want to make sure I'm getting your question right when you're talking about a symbol from another reel. But on the graphics front, that is pretty common to reuse graphics. Several graphics are actually trademarked, not any of the generic bars or anything like that. But Double Diamond is a trademark, Triple Diamond, Wild Sevens, Blazing Sevens, all those are trademarked images. So you may see generic symbols reused, your sevens, your bars, your different miscellaneous symbols like that, butterflies, whatever they may be. But a lot of those images are trademarked, and so they'll only be used within that gaming company. Again, I want to make sure I got your question right, because think that's what you're talking about, is symbols that appear on other games that look the same. Okay, so I played a red game and it had a wild blue symbol on the real two different games. Okay, that is interesting. So that might be part of the game itself, but that is interesting that the wild red would have blue. Um, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to check that game out. Can you tell me where you found it? Which casino? I'm gonna try to go look and see if I can see what you're talking about on that game. It sounds like they've just reused a symbol, sort of like a bonus symbol or something, but I want to make sure to check on that. So other news coming up. Look at this. I got slides. How cool is this? Whoa. Wait, actually, we're gonna do this. Whoa. Okay. So stuff I didn't mention last time in our update, a few extra points. Uh, Garth Brooks has a residency announced at Caesar's Palace. If you Resorts World Casino Queens. Okay, I'm gonna check Resorts World when I'm there in Vegas and see if they have the same game, and I'll see if I can find that game for you, Michael. So Garth Brooks residency in Vegas. This was actually not a huge surprise with his recent tour, and I kind of felt like he was kind of pushing up to something for residency in Vegas. It is extremely lucrative. They do not have to travel much. They don't have to tour. They really just have to show up for their concert dates. They're given a really nice place to stay, generally a pretty nice residence. Yes, please send me a picture. Email address is gambletheglobe@gmail.com. Definitely looking forward to checking that out. So Garth Brooks residence at Caesars, that's starting in 2023. If you were wanting tickets, you better get on there fast because I have a feeling the first year is going to sell it fast. Tillman Fertitta, Hotel and Casino. This is where I was talking about last time. The Tex-Mex Grill is right there on the corner. It used to be the Harley Davidson Grill. The new hotel casino is going in there from Tillman Fertitta. He is actually a big hotel developer here in Texas. He has a really nice Post Oak hotel in the Dallas area. So I'm looking forward to seeing what his property is going to be. It's definitely going to be high end. That's no doubt. It's right on the strip. It's probably going to be a little bit smaller than most of your larger casinos. Definitely smaller than Bellagio or Aria, but it might be more the size of Cosmo, going more vertical, just because of the amount of room they have there at that location, right on that corner. Also, Horseshoe. So Roger W. asked about, is it just a makeover for Bally's? Perfume on a pig, or are they actually doing something? This shows that they are doing something. The Game of Thrones attraction will be at Horseshoe, and it's supposed to open up sometime in 2023, late 2023, early 2024 is the rumor. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. I'm a big Bally's Horseshoe fan. So I'm interested to see that. I'm really interested to see how the makeover goes. Let's go back to our big screen. So you see, I'm still working on StreamYard. Got my little stuff here and there going on. Really liking it so far. The whole going live thing is a little difficult because I've got to go into several different items to do this. But I am working on a border that will go around here and hide some of my, where's this hand at? This hand? No, I hide some of my junk here and there. Yeah, so it'll be more like this. So hide some of that junk. But I appreciate you guys coming in. Also, huge announcement. I'm officially calling it that we've made 2,000 subscribers. Just got up to 2,003 subscribers last night. Super happy about that. I really a big, I appreciate every one of you guys subscribing, watching the videos, commenting, sharing them all. Huge help, huge benefit. I mean, just wow. Gonna have a contest for 2,000 subscribers. It's going to be a little bit smaller this time. Last time I did 10 prizes. Most of them were chips. This time I'm only doing 2 prizes. I haven't figured out what that contest is yet, but the 2 prizes will be t-shirts. So I'm going to probably throw in, poker chips. Yeah, this thing. I'll throw in my poker chips. If I can get it off this desk. Well, there it is. I'm going to do like TikTok. Look at how cool that is. We put it the right way. I gotta get my left and right straightened up. Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably do a t-shirt and a poker chip for 2 people. I haven't decided what that contest is yet. It'll probably be on a video from the next Vegas trip, which will be January 9th through the 11th. That's for Cowboy Slot's birthday. If you're not subscribed to Cowboy Slots, please go do so. He is on his way to 100,000. He's getting really close, and he's really trying to make it there before year. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. Definitely thank you. Real excited about 2,000. I'm excited about the next 1,000 as well. It took me 2 years to get to 1,000, and then took me 2 months to get to another 1,000. So I'm really excited about that progression, how that's moving forward. So next Vegas trip, January 9th through the 11th. I'm going to be there for Brantley Cowboy Slots birthday. They're going to be there the whole week, the 9th through the 13th. I've got to leave the 11th because I have to work. So if you're in the ARIA area, come on down, say hi. I do not know how exclusive we'll be at ARIA. We may be walking around quite a bit. Home Slots wants to go see some of the stuff downtown. I'm kind of the unofficial tour guide of the different channels because I kind of remember where everything else is. One more thing, I'm calling this, and I don't know how legal this is, so we'll see. I'm going to call Southwest Airlines the official airline of Gamble the Globe. They're not sponsoring me. I don't get anything for it, but I travel with them all the time, so why not be the official airline, right? Sure. Some more stuff coming from that trip in Vegas. I'm going to have a more thing of what to do in Vegas when you're broke. I'm also going to do a short on, or not short, but a small segment on cheap eating. Like, I'm talking dirt cheap eating. It wasn't the same when I used to go to Vegas when I was 21 to 25, and I would go for $100 the whole time. So if I was there 4 days, I'd have $100 to gamble on and eat on. So essentially, you got $25 a day to gamble and eat on. And it was doable back then. You could absolutely do it. The dollar half pound hot dog over at Slots of Fun, that would fill you up. That'd be all you eat for the day. You could get a $5 buffet. Obviously, those days are gone, but there's still cheap eating to be had on the strip. You can eat cheap. It just got to look for them. Just thank you, Firefly. Appreciate that. So you just got to look for those deals. Denny's. Denny's is on the strip. People don't realize Denny's right there. McDonald's, Panda Express. There's all these places. But I'm going to show them to you where they're at. And we're going to try to set a dollar limit on how much to eat in a day. I'm not actually going to eat that dollar limit. I'm just going to show examples of how you can stay within that dollar limit. Also, I'm going to show some other places to eat that are affordable, that are kind of unknown, kind of hidden, especially in the Miracle Mile shop. There's actually several great places to eat right through there. I'm really excited about sort of walking through Vegas again. I love just walking around Vegas. I love seeing what's new, exploring. There's stuff that I miss. I've gone so many times, but still stuff I miss. Just not looking for it, not looking at it. Also, really excited to bring you guys pictures. I'm hoping it's still there. Fingers crossed. The Bellagio Conservatory has its Christmas theme up. I think they officially call it holiday theme to be politically correct. But I'm really looking forward to get you guys some pictures of that and some new video on a short. I always love stopping by the conservatory. It's awesome. The other thing that Brantley and Mark are both excited about is heading downtown. We're going to find definitively if there are any coin slots still downtown. I've heard lots of rumors that El Cortez has some, that the D has some, that California has some. I'm going to try and find these. I believe there's some miscommunication on what they are. I think there's some coin-operated video poker machines, which wouldn't be slots technically. And I believe there's a couple of coin-operated horse racing games that used to be very prevalent in Vegas. I remember playing those games quite a bit with my friends because you could play 75 cents, 50 cents, 1/4 even, and you bet on a horse to go around and the odds change. It's a dumb game, but again, when you're on a budget and you're trying to have fun, it's something fun to do. So I'm looking forward to finding those games again and checking them out. Probably won't be playing the coin slots at Circus Circus this time unless I can get Mark and Brantley to go slumming it basically at Circus Circus. But I did enjoy those coin slots a lot. Did really well on them, and I thought they were kind of fun. Trying to think what else was there. Is there something else? No, it feels what it feels. If you have any more questions, we'll answer that before we go, and we'll just wrap this up as a short live. I'm trying to figure out like how to pack because in Vegas there's been a little bit of filming issues over at MGM. Get a photo. Uh, Gary, I'm actually have been really trying to uh, get a photo of, get a video um, of D Lucky. I I'm I want to see this whole thing go on in action. I want to actually see it go on. So I am going to be hunting for D Lucky like I always do, just looking for take a picture. He has gotten a little bit better at moving around. He's a little bit more jumpy. He doesn't schedule until the last minute with all of his people. They actually get a text saying show up here at this time. So it's getting harder and harder. You used to be able to find him easily at you know Bellagio, Caesars, Aria. You can find him all the time. Well, now you can't really find him there as much anymore. He's bouncing around a lot. And that leads me to the thing was MGM has changed the video recording policy of recording your slot play because of an incident with D Lucky, directly or indirectly. I don't have all the facts on that. So I'm definitely going to look forward to hopefully find that. I'm also working on a video to kind of show you guys how that process works that he does. Get a lot of questions over on Cowboy Slots channel during the live streams about that play where he's recording his people winning. They put money in, they win, right? So what he's doing is he's recording the intro each and every time, repeatedly each and every time. And so that's why it looks like he only posts the winners. So that's a huge, that's a huge one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hunting that down. Uh, the other thing I'm looking forward to doing as well is hitting over at Hard Rock Mirage and checking that out. Also, I'd like to, I know, packing stuff in for a short trip like I usually do, but I still have not been over to the Virgin Hotel Casino that is run by Mohegan. I'm looking forward to hitting that as well. See if I can hit all this stuff in. Let's see if I can pack it all in for that weekend. I have approximately 10 hours or so on Monday before people start arriving. So that's what I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm going to hit Hard Rock, get my status match. I'm going to hit the Miracle Mile, get recording done. Going to hit over at the Virgin Hotel, check it out, do a walkthrough, probably do some recording at Aria as well. So I've got a lot of stuff planned, very ambitious again, trying to get a lot of this stuff together. I really hope it turns out right. I always do. All right, gang. That's all for me. Thank you so much for coming and joining the live stream. See you soon. Probably won't be my last live. I'm still playing with this StreamYard, so I'll keep adding stuff in as I can and keep showing you guys my progress and how I'm doing. Next time, I hope to have the border around here and tighten this up a little bit and add some more graphics. All right, gang. Gamble smart, gamble safe. We'll see you on the next time.